the ball first. Philadelphia won the toss and deferred, so Chicago receives the kickoff from Caleb Sturgis. Down to Kadeem Carey. And he's stopped at the 23-yard line. To spot the ball at the 24. Jeremy Langford, the running back. And he gets belted behind the line of scrimmage. And not a great start for that offensive line that had its difficulty last week, and that continues as he gets blown up. Cutler on a safety blitz by Malcolm Jenkins. Times in Houston on Sunday and hit 15 times, more than any quarterback in the league on week 1, and that pass is too high over the head of Jeremy Langford. 7 career punt returns for touchdowns. Pat O'Donnell in his 3rd year as the Bears punter. Short kick. Sproles got knocked down, at least bumped by his own man as he fielded it. Excellent starting field position from the 46. Wentz on target. Nelson Aguilar yanked down by Tracy Porter after a 9-yard gain. On 2nd and 1, Wentz on target again. Dorial Green Beckham has the first down, and reminiscent of the opening drive last week against Cleveland when Wentz was 4 out of 5 and they scored a touchdown. Looking left, throws over the middle. Jordan Matthews, his first catch. The only incompletion on the opening drive last week was a drop by Matthews, who hangs on to that one and then gets submarined. Just a 3-man rush. Sproles yanked down short of the first down by Jacoby Glenn, the 2nd-year man out of Central Florida. Possession of the game at the Chicago 27. Wentz on target. Green Beckham banged down at the 20-yard line. Sproles into the pile, hard to find at his height, this 5'6". It is a Chicago team in transition, getting younger. Wentz down the middle and incomplete.
The scene. Watch him pump the ball. He moves a free safety, and that's just a great play by Callahan to put the Bears.
3rd and 7 from inside the Chicago 17. Wentz caught. It'll depend on the spot, as it always does, as Nelson Aguilar got driven back by Tracy Porter. Crowd doesn't like the spot as they move the ball inside the 10-yard line. Sproles tripped up by Willie Young, 7-year veteran outside linebacker. Contrast to the previous 3 years when they ran offense very quickly under Chip Kelly. Ryan Matthews flexed out of the backfield, got them inside the 5 before he was dropped by Adrian Amos. Wentz running out of time and banged out of bounds by Sam Acho. He had plenty of time but couldn't find anybody.
That's what this defense is known for, good red zone defense. And you see Beckham, tight coverage from Jacoby Glenn. Nothing there on the scramble drill. That's good defense.
Trying a 25-yard field goal out of the hold of the punter, Donnie Jones. And Philadelphia, for the 2nd week in a row, scores on its opening possession under Carson Wentz. Sturgis will kick off with Deontay Thompson and Kadeem Carey back deep for Chicago. Kadeem Carey, the running back, got just 1 carry last week for 4 yards against Houston. Then he got turned back after a 2-yard gain. Malcolm Jenkins up from his safety spot week in his NFL debut at Houston. Cutler flushed from the pocket very close to the line as he threw a sinker in the direction of Kevin White. Covered by Malcolm Jenkins, flag down behind the line of scrimmage.
Holding, 71 offense. 10-yard penalty, repeat, 2nd down.
Stories of their training camp. On 2nd and 18, Eddie Royal with some running room. Eddie Royal across the 40. And finally pulled out of bounds near midfield by Rodney McLeod. That's Jeffrey to the left of the formation. tight to the line after a 31-yard gain. Cutler zings one. It is Alshon Jeffrey into Eagle territory and double-teamed. Weak, but has a hamstring strain. Cutler looked like he's trying to set up a screen. Lost one. It's caught for another first down. Zach Miller, the tight end. As was the case last week at Houston, taking a lot of hits. Five-man rush. A shovel pass ahead to Kadeem Carey. He got banged down at the 15-yard line.
Former coordinator of the Tennessee Titans calling the shots.
And a big call on 2nd and 7. Jeffrey caught the low pass, took it ahead for 2, and there's Jalen Mills. It's Eddie Royal lined up in the backfield. Goes out into the pattern. It's intended for him and almost intercepted.
From Buffalo himself, he undercuts this outside breaking route. Should have intercepted the football. Cutler got away with one there.
We're familiar with what Schwartz likes to do. 31-yard try for Connor Barth to tie the game. And it's no good. And that won't play well here. He's taken over for the very popular Robbie Gould, one of the great kickers. First 6 plays were all passes to start the game. First time the Eagles have had that happen in 11 years. Back to 2005, a game against Denver. They come out firing again to Jordan Matthews. And the play changed perhaps to the run for Ryan Matthews. And again, a good decision, as it's a quality gain and a first down, although there is a flag down.
Holding, 71 offense, 10-yard penalty, repeat 2nd down.
Doing a lot of work at the line. Snapped it with one and gave it to Darren Sproles. Good cut. And he's back across the 20, got blasted by Bryce Callahan. Rookie out of Georgia, brought in to be a pass rusher. Slipped as he got out of his stance. And Wentz throws incomplete. Intended for Dorial Green-Beckham. So Philadelphia will punt for the first time tonight. The veteran Donnie Jones in his 13th year. Eddie Royal, fair catch at the 35-yard line. And that is the end of the first quarter. Chicago Bears in recent years. Cutler, quick pass to Royal, breaks the tackle, and gets 8. Finally chased out by Rodney McLeod. Players in Denver. Kadeem Carey, much more the factor in the offensive game plan tonight than he was Sunday. Taken down by Jalen Mills, just short of the first down. $1 million. 63 of it guaranteed, the most ever for a non-quarterback. They hand it off to Paul Lasike. The fullback, his first carry of the year, required surgery. 1st and 10, Chicago. Cutler throwing one up for grabs. Alshon Jeffrey behind the defense and makes the catch down at the 5-yard line.
Double move by Alshon Jeffrey against the rookie. Should go to the house. Mills took the cheese.
Ooh.
We said it in the top of the broadcast. They loved Alshon Jeffrey's matchup this week against Carroll and the rookie Mills, and they're going to exploit it until Jim Schwartz gets help outside.
For a 49-yard gain. 1st and goal, Chicago trying to get on the board. Jeremy Langford stopped at the line of scrimmage. Michael Kendricks leading the way with help from Stephen Tulloch.
Red zone situation.
On 2nd and goal from the 5 to the corner of the end zone, and incomplete. Pass interference upcoming. Nolan Carroll had the coverage on Alshon Jeffrey.
Pass interference, defense, number 22. That foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line, 1st and goal.
As the tailback behind the fullback, Lasike. Langford, touchdown Chicago.
That looked like the Chicago Bears. Hitting 71, pulling it left guard. Lasike, 47. Leads away at fullback. That's good football right there on the goal line.
Trying to bounce back after missing the 31-yard field goal. A little trouble with the hold. Well, Pat O'Donnell got it down. The mock cheer goes up. Who's a teammate of Jay Cutler right now. A lot of new faces. They continue to try to turn over the roster and get them back to the playoffs, which they've missed for the last 5 years. Wendell Smallwood, rookie out of West Virginia, with a nice kickoff return. And Wentz under center on the first play of this possession. Ryan Matthews stuffed to the line of scrimmage by Willie Young all along, and they were delighted when he was there with the second pick. Here comes a blitz. He got drilled, but got it off. Selleck the catch, and Brent's out to the 46-yard line. There's a flag down.
Holding number 62 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, repeat second down.
And make a throw like this with Jarrell Freeman beating down on him. That's big time. Once again, Vic Fangio, the defensive coordinator of the Bears, is heating them up.
Wentz never played on the road in front of a crowd anything like this. Setting up a screen. Low throw. Flag down. The ball's out. It's an incomplete pass.
This Jarrell Freeman came in here from Indianapolis. He was our pregame grinder, Sean.
Personal foul. Face mask. Number 62 of the offense. That penalty is declined. Result of the play is third down.
Take a look at Jarrell Freeman read this screen pass. Brooks at right guard, number 79, better get on his horse. Back to back.
Just crowd. Wentz faced on the road was 26,000 when he was in college at Missoula, Montana, against the University of Montana.
Look.
That was October 19th, 2009 for Denver at San Diego. A kickoff return and a punt return for a touchdown by Royal. Only 13 players have done that in one game in the history of the league. Fake to Jeremy Langford. Cutler in trouble, and he gets yanked down by Brandon Graham. Didn't work very well under Jim Washburn. On target, Kevin White. The receiver, Jalen Mills, takes him down. White to the Philadelphia 40, 2 yards shy of the marker. Third down and 2, probably not in field goal range here for Connor Barth. Cutler incomplete. Intended for Eddie Royal. A lot of confidence. O'Donnell trying to hang it up high. He did. And a fair catch made by Darren Sproles at the 12. Went from number 3 to number 1. They hand it off on the jet sweep action. And Josh Huff taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ryan Matthews, the ball carrier. Well, it's interesting. Wentz retreated into the gun on third down and 5. Well blocked, and it's on target. Trey Burton, third-year man out of Florida with the catch. Yanked down by Jacoby Glenn. Eagles from a year ago, and one guy who didn't play much but stood out was Trey Burton. Wentz stepped up to avoid the rush. Floats one down the field and caught by Jordan Matthews. Beautifully done by Carson Wentz.
Vanderbilt Commodore.
32-yard gain. Wentz steps into the throw again, incomplete. Jacoby Glenn had the coverage on Dorial Green Beckham. Head issue as he playing helmets with Alan Barber, the guard. Darren Sproles ahead for a couple to the 41-yard line, and we'll tick under 5 minutes to go. Carson Wentz caught. First down. Trey Burton again.
That
Had
should be
3 career catches before this drive started. He has 2 on this possession for Philadelphia.
Excuse me, that should be a penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense, number 96.
Akeem Hicks
15 yards added to the end of the play. First down.
hits Carson Wentz right in the face. Carson Wentz has made 2 throws under intense fire. I can't believe. Freeman hit him on the last series. This time it's Hicks.
10 yards for Philadelphia. They've been dink and dunk. Wentz is a very good athlete. He can run. Oh, and he got blasted. Danny Trevathan, 2 hairline fractures of ribs, played in just 1 preseason game. Wow. What penetration by Willie Young. Kenyon Barter couldn't even get started for Philadelphia. 2.5 to go till halftime. Wentz down the seam and broken up. Intended for Burton and flicked away by DeAndre Hall, the rookie out of Northern Iowa who played against Carson Wentz in college.
Floyd, the rookie, one-on-one on a swing route. Nice work by Hall. DeAndre Hall had a nice preseason. Their rookie from Northern Iowa.
21 years old. It's a very youthful Chicago secondary. 29-yard field goal up and good for Caleb Sturgis. Caleb Sturgis, after second field goal of the night, kicks off for Philadelphia. To Bryce Callahan and Deontay Thompson. It's Thompson from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's down at the 13. Whistle sounding as the ball came out. I think John Fox probably wishes Thompson had stayed in the end zone. With touchbacks coming back to the 25, if in doubt, most coaches want you to stay in the end zone and down it.
Appreciated. Nobody doubts his talent.
Jeremy Langford straight ahead. Where do you weigh in on that, Coach? Underappreciated? Bears ball, leading 7-6. False start against Chicago.
False start. Offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Kevin White. Pulled across the sideline. Ron Brooks first there, had help from Malcolm Jenkins. Nothing on the defense to get a stop on 3rd and 8. Little dump off to Jeremy Langford, and they do stop him short of the yardage. Sproles, spare catch, good kick by O'Donnell. All the way to the 26-yard line. 1:38 to go. One timeout for Carson Wentz and the Eagles from their own 27. The quick pop to Josh Huff. Or excuse me, to Darren Sproles. His catch and run got them 6. 2nd and 4. Wentz. Over the middle in a triple coverage, and it's caught by Nelson Aguilar for a first down to the 49-yard line of Chicago. Third catch for Aguilar. Wentz near side, diving catch. Well, Matthews thought he had it. The officials say no. They're trailing 7-6. Wentz finds his receiver, a couple of clutches, and then he found Trey Burton. Going to save the timeout and get up and spike the ball.
Great work by Wentz again, and Chicago just can't get there with a 4-man rush.
Wentz steps into the throw, deep toward the end zone, and incomplete. Dropped by Jordan Matthews.
Got to come up with this catch.
Wow.
Hit him in perfect stride. Would have been a touchdown.
So he's had 15 drops in the NFL in 2+ years. That is just about average. 13 seconds. The timeout still in their possession. Wentz might have been hit as he threw it, and it's short of Matthews. This is 53. We mentioned his career-long 54. Whistle stopped the play. He missed it well to the right, but might have been impacted by the whistles that were sounding. For the lead, and it is good, but plenty of room to spare. Back on the shores of Lake Michigan, Caleb Sturgis kicks off after his 3rd field goal of the night. Bryce Callahan trying to find some space, and it's halftime. Josh Huff back deep with Wendell Smallwood. Line drive kick. And after a moment's hesitation, here comes Huff. And he got it back across the 25. So it worked out. With 3 field goals on the board tonight and a 2-point lead to start the second half. Ryan Matthews trying to get the ground game going. A 50-50 split last week against Cleveland. Runs and passes called. Flag down. Wentz on target. Brent Selleck, the tight end, weaving his way out to the 42.
Illegal formation. offense. The tight end was covered up by the wideout. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Watching with great interest over the weekend when his old school North Dakota State beat Iowa, and he is sacked. Willie Young with the sack of Wentz.
You're going to see Eddie Goldman, Willie Young applying the pressure, and Barber at left guard. No match for Goldman, and Willie Young cleans it up.
Third down at Houston Sunday. The Texans converted 12 out of 20. Wentz waving the receiver deep, throwing to a covered man, and it's incomplete. Intended for Nelson Aguilar. Receiver as the ball was arriving, it appeared. Here's Donnie Jones to punt. Had a terrific game last week against Cleveland. 2 punts of second half, trailing 9-7 from their own 29. Jeremy Langford turns the corner. First down, nifty run to the 45-yard line, chased out by Nolan Carroll. Play fake to Langford, and a nice catch in the flat by Zach Miller, chopped down by Nolan Carroll after a 5-yard gain. Jay Cutler swings it out wide for Eddie Royal. Breaks a tackle, has the first down, then goes out of bounds. The veteran Malcolm Jenkins. Another play fake. Cutler lost the football. And the Eagles have it. For Philadelphia, rookie out of Washington State, undrafted.
Jay
the
Cutler,
first turnover of the game.
excuse me, 86th fumble. Ball security continues to be a problem.
The league in 2006. Only Eli Manning has fumbled more often, and only once more. Wentz trying to take advantage of the turnover, and Aguilar couldn't catch the deep ball. Wentz, his pass batted down and incomplete. Third down and 10 for Carson Wentz and the Eagles, leading 9-7 in the third quarter. He ran away from Willie Young. He's across the line of scrimmage, took a big hit. With Royal back deep. I mentioned Jones had a couple of long punts last week. He also had 3 that wound up inside the 20, 2 inside the 10. This one will be very near the 10 with the fair catch made by Eddie Royal. On ESPN and streaming live on Watch ESPN. From the 11-yard line. Jeremy Langford, a couple of good runs here since the half. Bears opted not to re-sign Forte. Both second in franchise history behind Walter Payton. They marked him just short of the first down, so this is 3rd and 1, and Langford has it. Bo Allen made the tackle, but it is a first down for the Bears. It's a warm night, as we mentioned. Temperature was in the 80s when the game began. On a reverse, Kevin White lunging and appears to have the first down. Nice run. Jordan Howard comes in at running back. He's a rookie out of Indiana. And a nifty run. They're starting to get the running game going here in the second half. Or Jordan Howard's 21. He stays in the game. And they try him to the other side. He was very productive at Indiana and at UAB. On 2nd and 2 from midfield, Langford dumped for a loss. Brandon Graham penetrated that offensive line. Full games now away from Philadelphia without a sack for Cox. Throw low from Butler in the general direction of Zach Miller for the 4th time. Sproles with a flag down near where O'Donnell punted it. Ball down to the 22-yard line.
Holding. Kicking team, number 36. That penalty will be added to the end of the kick. First down, timeout.
Here tonight at Soldier Field, watching the Eagles and the Bears. 1st and 10, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz on target. First down, Jordan Matthews across midfield. Wentz avoided the rush, takes it down and runs. A very good athlete He got 5 yards on that before Amos. Ordinarily, he's a special teams player, thrust into duty here tonight. Wendell Smallwood to the 30-yard line. At the very least, they're in field goal range. Harold Jones-Forte made the tackle. To Alex Smith, the Kansas City Chiefs, and Doug Peterson was the offensive coordinator there the last 3 years. Wendell Smallwood again. A lot of inexperienced players on the field right now for Chicago on defense. 2nd and 5. Wentz throws, caught. Trey Burton inside the 15 with a first down. 4 yards on this possession. They lead 9-7 on 3 field goals. A floater for Nelson Aguilar down the sideline and bumped out of bounds. 2nd and 2. Straight ahead. Kenyon Barner, third-year man out of Oregon, has the first down. Sproles the motion man. Ryan Matthews driven back, stayed on his feet and scores a touchdown for the Eagles.
The ex-San Diego Charger runs it with authority. He is stuffed at the line of scrimmage, keeps his feet alive. Good stuff here by Ryan Matthews. Philadelphia has a lot of weapons. We've seen Sproles, we've seen Barner, we've seen Smallwood, and here's Matthews with a beautiful.
More minutes in time of possession. Matthews the 3-yard touchdown run, and the extra point just good by Caleb Sturgis. This here in Chicago, more than 2 million Latinos in the Chicagoland area. Caleb Sturgis, the training staff was stretching him during the timeout. He was flat on his back. The kickoff was decent. Deontay Thompson brought it back to the 24-yard line. Jay Cutler on first down, and interception. Picked off by Nigel Bradham inside the 10 and wrestled out of bounds inside the 2 by the center, Cody Whitehair.
Right side of your screen, Bradham. You're going to see a play action pass. Cutler under pressure makes a terrible decision, and I credit Jim Schwartz. The defense is fresher than they've ever been, Sean. Last year they were on the field, I think, a world record amount of snaps.
Career interception for Nigel Bradham, 5th-year man out of Florida State. On 1st and goal, Wentz to Trey Burton, flag down. He's in the end zone with a touchdown if it stands.
Offside. Defense number 74 lined up in the neutral zone. That penalty's declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
And they throw a quick screen off of play action on the 2-yard line. How about that call? And Brent Selleck, longtime Philadelphia Eagle, at the point of attack, throws the key block.
To Zach Ertz. Sturgis with the leg problem hits the upright with the extra point. Sturgis kicks off. Plenty of leg into that one, even though it does look like Sawyer, short throw, and a good catch made by Kevin White in traffic.
Throwing the ball after that play.
Jeremy Langford, the inside handoff and a gain of a yard. Plenty of time and on target for a first down to Eddie Royal. Warriors spent last year in Houston where he started 9 games. They waived him when they acquired Brock Osweiler. On target again, and then Alshon Jeffrey got popped by Stephen Tulloch. Right? 6 years combined with Jim Schwartz. Langford fumbles, and the Eagles have it again. The 3rd takeaway of the night for Philadelphia. Ron Brooks on the loose ball.
That's the first fumble of Jeremy Langford's career. What defense tonight by Philadelphia.
ESPN studios in Mexico City, where NFL Live is produced daily, reaching approximately 17 million homes throughout Mexico. Ryan Matthews turns the corner for the Eagles, weaves his way through traffic, and has a first down and much more all the way to the 15-yard line. Aaron Sproles gets the call after a 30-yard gain. They are now gouging this Chicago defense. He got popped out of bounds by Chris Brzezinski. The PED test for the second time in his career, already suspended for 4 games earlier in his career. They're testing the B sample. Penetration by Jarrell Freeman. Wentz throws the fade for Aguilar, and it's broken up by Tracy Porter. 3rd and goal. Darren Sproles down to the 2.
I like that call.
Sproles puts his head down, surges to the goal line. And no indication of a touchdown. And Chicago takes over on downs. 690-pound running back.
I am indeed, especially the way Matthews had been running. I don't know if Coach Peterson went for that because of Sturgis.
Defense.
And the potential of an injury, but that's a play that breathes life into Chicago.
4 lined up in the neutral zone. Half the distance to the goal. It's still 4th down. Timeout.
They pitch it back to Ryan Matthews, and he goes into the end zone untouched.
Came back to that jet sweep look. It looked like a jet sweep. Jason Peters is going to pull, but watch the motion come from left to right. They sell the jet sweep, and they run a flip out the back door. Is that nice? Out of Andy Reid in Kansas City, where Doug Peterson grew his roots.
Sturgis, the extra point. No sign of physical distress there for the kicker. Bryce Callahan, Lamar Houston all out for the game. We just saw Eddie Goldman parted off. Unlikely to return. Caleb Sturgis, short kickoff. Joshua Bellamy working hard to get to the 21. Who've been here for a while. Brian Hoyer to Zach Miller, who's driven back immediately by Ron Brooks with help from Jordan Hicks.
Arizona Cardinals and Bobby Massey.
Hoyer swings it out wide. Jordan Howard.
Backup quarterback, new lineman. Don't recognize this Bear team.
Jordan Howard again. Seasons they were last in the league in time of possession. Each of the 3 years, Chip really didn't care. He wanted to score as quickly as he could. Kevin White across midfield and down to the Philadelphia 48-yard line. Jordan Hicks the stop.
Dominate the big plays. Remember, they gave up 36 touchdown passes.
A franchise record a year ago. Juggling catch made by Jordan Howard. Ron Brooks wrestles him down. Little defense. Fletcher Cox played only 36 snaps last week. And they held the ball for 39 minutes against the Cleveland Browns. Jalen Mills takes down Alshon Jeffrey.
Money games.
Hoyer's 8 for 8. He's taking over for Cutler. He's 9 for 9. Zach Miller stood up and planted at the 20-yard line by Nigel Bradham. Hoyer lofts one toward the end zone for Alshon Jeffrey, and he can't hang on. Might not have been in bounds anyway. Jalen Mills had the coverage for the Eagles.
Just as a rookie, you're out there covering Alshon Jeffrey in your first start on Monday Night Football. You got beat early on a double move. Jeffrey should have had that football, but you got to credit.
Have to change the way you call the defensive, but not with Mills. They brought pressure, and the pass way too long. Mills again had the coverage.
That's just a terrible throw. These Bear fans can't believe what they're seeing.
There is a flag down in the end zone to convince the officials the ball was not catchable.
There's no pass interference on the play. The ball is uncatchable.
Well, it's
It'll be 4th
uncatchable.
down.
It was catchable in the stands. I mean, the ball lands 15 yards out of the field of play. You've got to give a guy a chance.
4th and 1. Hoyer has to retreat. Fletcher Cox couldn't get him down. Now he just throws it up as a prayer and a battle in the end zone, and it's incomplete. The Titans. And Wentz lead the Eagles somewhere down the road to their first NFL championship since 1960.
Can't tell you how impressed I am with what he's doing with this Eagle offense.
Well, they try to run out the clock. Ryan Matthews carried on first down.
False start, 64 offense. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
Second and 16. Josh Huff.
Let him do all he's done tonight at the line of scrimmage.
Third down and 17. The handoff to Darren Sproles. The ball popped out after he was down. You could hear the whistles. Danny Trevathan made the tackle.
Fourth down.
This ball outside the numbers. Don't let Royal do anything.
They come after Jones, and he just did get it off. And a good kick. Royal made the first man miss. Got away from Brent Selleck as well, and now he's picking up some blockers. Eddie Royal trying to get the Bears back in the game. Touchdown, Chicago. No flags on the play.
Why you would punt the ball to Eddie Royal in the middle of the field is beyond belief. Royal, the ball in the middle of the field, he can go anywhere he wants. And he is still a dynamic open field return specialist. And we needed some juice in the stadium for these Bear fans. But what a great job on the sideline by Eddie Royal walking the chalk.
65-yard for a touchdown in the NFL this season. There weren't any of those in the last 3 weeks of last season. It's been a while since anybody's brought a kickback into the end zone. Of 8 in his career, successful onside kicks for Barth. That's a team operation. Well, that one had no chance. Brent Selleck. Except win the Super Bowl under Andy Reid, and they've gone back to a formula that worked very well. With the exception, of course, of the big prize, which is what they're after more than anything else. Ryan Matthews dropped for a loss by Will Sutton.
After the play is over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Number 32 in the defense. Head slap. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
New York today. Oops, a little dancing.
Boy, the Bears are not pleasing their head coach right
Neutral
now.
zone infraction. Defense, number 97. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
I mean,
Took both Carolina and Denver to the Super Bowl without winning on either occasion. Darren Sproles, around right end, has a first down. Run down by Jarrell Freeman. Sproles ahead for 2. Well, it was Cleveland a week ago. Tonight on the road, Monday Night Football against the Chicago Bears. Boy, he's backed it up. You mentioned everything he... Sproles in trouble and taken down by Jarrell Freeman. On 4th and 6, Matthews got just to the line to make it and then got knocked back. And he's inbounds, and it looks like they're going to give him the favorable spot to have the first down. It's a fresh start in Philadelphia and more than a 10-minute advantage in time of possession again tonight.
look at some of these plays.
7-9 a year ago. And they won't have to snap it again. Carson Wentz threw for 190 yards and a touchdown. John Fox and the Bears 0-2. And they've now won just one of their last 12 home games here at Soldier Field. Final score is the Eagles 29 and the Bears 14.